Maybe if a black person is murdered, fired, or robbed, it isn't racism. Maybe the person just happens to be black. Would you call it racist if an Asian person was murdered or robbed instead? It's sexist if it happens to a woman, but a man? It's considered an average crime. I see a generation that is trying to smoke out problems that simply aren't there, because those problems happened in the past. But, if it happened in the past, doesn't that mean it's less likely to occur now? People learn from past mistakes. Do you know where I'm going? I'm going against social justice, and what it stands for. Not right now though. Instead, I'm going to target something more relevant, that people still trust. Black Lives Matter. Hold up, don't dislike yet, I have something to offer that hasn't been said before. Sure, statistics show that blacks are killed at a higher rate by police officers than any other race, but did you think that maybe blacks actually commit more crimes? Oh, you have, unless you consider that racist. But, you need to hear me out, okay? I'm done being gentle. Blacks live in worse neighborhoods. They are forced to commit more crimes. Why? Because, in the past, all the way up to the early 2000s, people were racist. Many still are. Employers used to refuse to hire blacks just because they were black, and unless you slept through a history class, you should know that people used to do that all the time. Universities would still refuse to educate blacks until the early 2000s. This is because the dominant generation were the children of segregators, or the baby boomers. They were taught to be racist by their parents and schools. Schools taught the next generation otherwise. They are the ones known as Generation X, the current dominant generation. What this did was force blacks into poverty, which means that their children were also born into poverty. When people are poor, they are generally surrounded by crime, since poor people are sometimes forced to steal in order to live. When they steal, they generally steal from their poor neighbors, who need to defend themselves. Sometimes this ends with murder, blood, or nothing at all. Not to mention, being discriminated against in the past also made some turn to drugs. With drug use being illegal, they were arrested, and still are. Since the US has made it impossible for ex-convicts to get back into society, they are once again forced into a life of crime. All of this means that black people will be affected more by police since they do, in fact, commit more crimes, not because their skin color means it's in their genes, but because the general population used to be racist. That prior racism has caused a majority of the population to focus on the wrong issue. Black Lives Matter focuses on police racism. That, as I explained above, simply isn't the problem. The problem is that police officers have way too much power. They can shoot an unarmed offender for no good reason, and get away with it because they are police officers. Even when people are armed, if it isn't firearm, police officers should avoid killing them as much possible. They can sting them, pepper spray them, or hit them with batons. All lives matter, because if a black person is being killed for no reason, it's not right, and no one should stand for that. If a white person is killed for no reason, it's not right, and no one should stand for it. The misconception that all lives matter is white propaganda or a response saying that black lives don't matter needs to be erased. If anyone is killed or otherwise harmed without reason, no matter their race or sexuality, it is unjust. It needs to end.